Hello and welcome to the Madhouse everyone, Tridot here, and this is the update for my Grenadier. This particular build gets worse and worse with every single new patch that they release. So basically I'm going to show you guys what I did with him, and basically I have no clue what to do anymore. This build had its peak at about level 40, maybe 50, but right now at level 60 I have no clue what to do with him anymore, so let's just go and see what I did. Here we are, we have skills. Basically I'm just going to go over them and tell you guys what you can change to suit your own needs. I have put 1 point into flame touched, 1 point temper. I have +2 into demolitionist, by the way, 1 point flashbang, 1 point searing light, 1 point vindictive flame, 1 point Ulzuin's wrath, and then I have maxed Grenadier. This does not appear to be maxed, so I have 11 in here. High impact, 1 point Skyfire Grenadier, maxed canister bomb, maxed improved casing, maxed Ulzuin's chosen, and this is where basically the build ends. Okay, this is the build, and after that with the rest of the points you can do whatever you like literally whatever you like. I tried mortar trap. I was extremely disappointed. Not even the big one was full. No, it basically went off, let's see, about every 5 or 7 seconds, around that. And well, while it was a big AoE, I already have a big AoE. I'm having trouble with bosses, so it didn't really do much. The trap itself is basically you cannot aim it. It does whatever it wants to do. If it sees a mob that it wants to attack, like at the end of the screen, it's going to attack that particular mob, even though he's like alone and the rest of the mobs are attacking me, or I'm kiting them, or yeah, I just didn't like the mortar trap. However, I do like termite mine as much as I can like. The damage sucks, but it doesn't have a cooldown. I can spam it, and basically what this build was lacking is you use your cooldown, then you run around in a circle waiting for cooldowns to get off cooldown basically. So this termite mine solves that issue, and I'm able to do something while I am waiting for Grenadier or the canister bomb. So I have maxed termite mine, put 1 point into lightning arc. Now into the arcanist. Just the old stuff, 1 point mirror, 1 point the flash freeze, 1 point absolute zero, maxed inner focus, 1 point arcane will. What you could do instead of getting thermite mine, you could basically just go further into the arcanist, get the maven sphere of protection, put 1 point into conversion, and basically start from there. Another thing that I thought about doing was getting the sky shard. However, I'm fire, and this thing is cold, and I cannot get things for both of them, although items exist, but I can't get basically perfect rolls for both cold and fire at the same time. Now let's go into devotion. For me, this character was pretty simple to do with devotion. However, I wanted to do 2 different things at the same time, and of course that did not work. So I just was satisfied with just one. Let's see, I started in here, Crossroads, with 1 point in Eldritch. I always forget the bloody names. 1 point Eldritch. And after that I went here, got 10% fire damage, 10% physique, 10% elemental damage. This particular constellation was really good for me. Scholar's Light, extraordinary for me. Now I have 5 points into affinity. My goal was to get in here, get Fisher. This thing requires 10 points affinity, and for that I also went to the Fox, got 10% cunning, 15% bleed, 15% cunning, and more useless bleeding damage. Basically, yeah, this whole constellation sucked, but it was the right one, and it was, I think, the only one that would have been good to get here. And now I got here 20% fire damage, 25% burn damage, 20% fire resistance, 20% burn damage, and 5% cast speed. This one was really good, 48 at 264 fire damage, 20% fire damage, 10% burn, and then the Fisher, which I put on my flashbang because I can just spam it indefinitely. So basically I thought it was really good. 15% chance on attack. It is really good to put it on flashbang. You can just spam that ability, and this is going to proc. You guys are going to see later on what it does. Next up, I actually wanted to get Elemental Storm, but I figured I cannot get all the way in here. In fact, I could. I do have enough points to get both the Elemental Storm and Fisher, but I don't have. Let's see, I can put it on the Grenadier, Canister Bomb, or Termite Mine. Basically, that is pretty much it. None of these abilities I spam. Maybe the Thermite Mine, but most of the time I don't really need it. So what use would it be? Basically none. So that was my reasoning. That is why I did not complete my plan and go with Elemental Storm. Instead, I got the Hammer, which is not as useless as it was with the Warlock. I do use physical damage, but still pretty much useless. And I got in here to Chariot of the Dead, and this time around I completed it. Wait, no, I'm missing 1 point. Damn it, I'm missing this 1 point for 15% vitality resistance. But anyway, I got Wayward Soul, which I haven't really seen proc, but I'm pretty sure it does. It gives me pretty good defensive ability, and as I said, this constellation is the best one in my opinion. This is basically what I did with the devotion points. It's pretty straightforward. If you want to try Elemental Storm, by all means, just do it. You can put it with the flashbang instead of Fisher. However, in here we have a lot of fire damage. Basically, the Magi constellation is the best one for this particular build. Let's jump into itemization, and quite a few things have changed around here. I'm focused on offensive ability, as you can see, almost 2.1k. Offensive ability, defensive extremely low, but that's fine. We don't care. We one-shot everything pretty much. I kept the Adept's Dagger of Fury. I have no clue what to do with a weapon. This one is pretty good, although I think it got changed a little bit, but it is fine. I put an Enchanted Flint in there. 20% fire damage, 20% burn damage, and also the augment is from Homestead, if I remember correctly. Now I got a Magnuson's Trench Coat. I really thought about this one. I had a pretty nice crafted chest with both offensive and defensive ability, but I think this one is overall better. That one required me to have a lot of physique, over 600, so I just went with this one and just fine. Change the Valoran in there, as right now this is the best chest component in my opinion, since Hallowed Ground got, well, fucked. Imperial Leggings of the Drangul. This is new, this still sucks. I think it is missing a prefix, yeah. Ancient Armor Plate in there because I do not have something to put into legs anymore. And although it was nerfed, it's still fine. It gives us physique, armor, and more armor, and then the completion bonus for health. I kept Conflagration, +1 to all skills in Demolitionist. I think it's fine, I think it's pretty good. Harmonious Assault, Waistguard of Readiness. Really proud of this chest, although I had it before, but I didn't even bother trying to craft anything else. I think it's just good. I put a Dense Fur in there because we hate cold. Tempest Crest of Attack. This one really suits my build as it has elemental damage and offensive ability, health, energy percent, energy regen, and all that. Waterstone for resistances. Resonant Frontier, Sabatons of Destruction. Again, this one is really good for my build. Fire, Lightning, Elemental, I use all of them. Spirit, Health, Spirit percent, offensive ability, and I put a Mark of McDragon in there. Now, Mark of McDragon got changed, so this is what it looks now. We have Resonant Assault, Handguards of the Drangul. I crafted this one, I'm pretty happy with it. Elemental damage, Spirit, offensive ability, defensive ability, again, pretty much just tailored to this particular build. Spillover Threads in there, Burn damage, Frostburn, Electrocute, Spirit, Casting Speed, and the completion bonus with 10% fire damage. Rampage, Assault the Pilots of Readiness. This is not great, although it is the best that I could get. I put a Silk Swatch in there for resistances. Scorcher's Archive. Now, this is a new one. I think this one is crazy for this particular build. +1 to all skills in Demolitionist does a lot. I do not use Explosive Strike, so that one is going to waste, but it is still the best thing that I could find, and I hate offhands. I'm really bad at crafting them, so I just went with this one. I put a Searing Ember in there, completion bonus of 4% total damage. Again, right now I'm using the Leech's Opal Signet of Readiness, 2 of them. Mark of Illusions in both, one with Chaos Resistance and one with Ether Resistance. I'm using a Cultist Topaz Pendant of Readiness. Again, I could get more offensive damage, offensive ability in here, but I chose this one because I also want some defensive ability. Put a 1 stone for resistances, and then we have Imperial Coronet of the Drangul, which kind of sucks, but again, it's missing a prefix. Runestone in there for elemental damage and elemental resistances. Now, the resistances are fine. I am lacking poison and acid, and also maybe a little bit of lightning, but I can make do with 60% lightning. People are going to ask about attributes. As you can see, I have invested mostly into physique because the Demolitionist is basically physique, cunning. With Spirit Demolitionist basically has everything. Okay, a little bit of everything, but not a lot, just a little bit. Then with the Arcanist we have a lot of Spirit, at the expense of basically physique and cunning, but physique being the least of them. So I mainly invested into physique. As I said, I recommend about 600-ish, depending on the gear that you want to wear. If you want to wear heavy gear, I saw some heavy gear that have a requirement of 900 physique. So yeah, if you want to wear that, then you are going to have to put a lot more into it. Cunning is the least one. No, actually, cunning is second least. Cunning and Spirit are pretty close, as you can see around here. Basically, they both help me, so you have to make a balance within the both of them. Attributes are pretty hard for this build because you don't know what is better, cunning or Spirit. Truth is, both help you, so you just have to get a balance in there. This has been basically the build explanation. It's nothing new. Basically, the only thing new is that I got Thermite Mine. You can replace Thermite Mine with anything else. So right now, let's see my Grenadier in combat. Alright, we are going to do Steps of Torment, and just a quick notice beforehand, this character sucks for Steps of Torment. So yeah, basically I still chose to do it because it is one of the most dangerous things that you can run in the game, so I figured that it's fine. I can run it. It's just a little bit harder than with other characters. Mainly because there are things like this guy, and when I don't have my cooldowns ready for him, he basically just gets a lot more dangerous than he should. Reflective is an issue, as you saw there, so just pay attention to that. Basically what I'm doing with this character in Steps of Torment is I try to kill as little as possible. I do stop for elites and everything else, but yeah, there we go. This is pretty bad, especially because that guy didn't die, but still. As I said, the point of this build is to kill everything before it kills you, and it still works. It is not as good as it was before, but it still works. Big rooms are great, but if you encounter a single mob somewhere, then that's not great. You see that little volcano? That is the fissure. Alright, let's just... no! Let it go, bloody fissure. It does decent damage. it's not leveled up to max. From what I hear, the maximum level or the abilities from Devotion is 20. So die please, thank you. My Fisher is really low level. Most likely it is going to level in here and while I'm doing this steps run. Okay, let's get into misery. If the almighty loading screen will allow us, thank you. Wow, the rock is in here. I haven't seen the rock in here in a very long time. Okay. As I said, I'm trying to just kite them into each other so that I can kill them with a canister bomb. This is why this gen is so bad. Wow, thank you for both blocking the entrance. Thank you so much. Let's put some mines in there because I barely use the mines. But as you can see, I can just use the mines. They don't have a cooldown, they do pretty good damage, so they are viable. It's just hard to just put them into a, let's say, rotation for the build, because if I have canister bomb off cooldown, then I'm going to use it. That is basically what I'm doing in here. And this guy is not that dangerous, but now you get to see how bad this new Grenadier is with bosses, because the old one was still fine, was still doing okay. But with the update to level 60, then wow, our single target damage is in the ground right now. We can kill elites pretty easily and stuff like this big guy. Wayward Soul has reached rank 4, thank you. But bosses, like real bosses, are an issue, and I think they are always going to be an issue for this character, no matter how much offensive ability I get. I just won't be able to kill them fast enough. So kiting is going to happen and stuff like that. Let's go into the death room. Hopefully this is not going to be that difficult. Always kill the big guy first. And I think we have one more wave. Die please, mate. Thank you. There's another mob, yeah. And this should be the last wave. Okay, there's that guy up here. Okay, good. We finished the death room. Open the chest. Something good? No, just another Scorcher's Archive. Okay, so we got past the death room, that's good. Now we are going towards Ilgor. Nothing should be really any should pose any problem in here. I'm only worried about the last boss, since last time around he actually killed me. Alchemist bloody killed me. And yes, I was worried about you as well. Thanks for popping, mate. I don't mind killing this guy, but it takes a lot of time, and he comes back, which sucks. He got into that weird location. Thank you for getting out of there. Come on, Volcano, do something with your life. Don't stun me. Thank you. Basically, this guy, in my opinion, is the easiest. No, the easiest is for Phonics. Yeah, that one is the easiest of the nemesis. Now he entered his phase 2. Basically, just came back to life. And wow, that hurt. Shouldn't have stood there. Oh, Wayward Soul procced. I should have been dead then. That's cool.
Can't do that yet.
Let's not do that again. Right.
I can't do that yet.
Okay. How much more? I should be dead soon. Okay, good. We got an Arcovian warrant. Cool. And open this up. Nothing interesting in here. Corpse flare I already have. Thank you for popping to say hi. Now, back on our way to Ilgo. So, as you saw, we can actually kill Nemesis. Still, that guy is boring. Not that I want to fight Fabius, but I encountered Fabius actually with this build, and I was not able to take him down. I didn't have the gear that I have right now, but maybe with this gear I might have. Oh, this is the new mall. Yeah, you're not supposed to be here. Basically has a lot of health and is really annoying and does pretty much nothing. So let's just take care of him. There we go. Enemy hero my ass. It was something for a quest. Ilgo, get in here. Right, boring room, come on. I know you're where. Let's go. Okay. Goodbye. What is at me? Okay. Do have that. Let's go into the last part of Steps of Torment. And again, I'm really worried about Orcamus. Last time he just stun locked me. I died. Which sucks. But let's hope it is not going to happen this time around. We have the fastest route as well, so that is good. Let's drop by the vendor, see what useless stuff he has now. That we can just buy everything from factions. Right, time for Orcamus. Let's just get there. A big room. Bigger room. There we go. Bloody hell, the density is huge in here. Bloody chance. Whoa! Big guy. Thank you for that. Whew! Well, I'm going to wait for my mirror. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Let's go. Enough waiting for the mirror. Okay, he looks deadly over it. Yeah. Really scared of this guy. Ouch. Don't shadow something me. By the way, the mines remain on the ground even though they popped, so these are already popped, so they still remain on the ground. It might fool you, it always fools me. But I'm not supposed to, I'm not sure if that is supposed to happen, but still. Just so you guys know. I have seen people run with Mortar Trap as well. So it is up to you, as I said. With this, we finished Steps of Torment, and with finishing Steps of Torment, we actually finished this update for my Grenadier level 60 build 28. It's not as great as it was. It's still fun as hell. So basically, if you want to play this, go ahead, play this. It's still my favorite character by a long shot. So I thank you guys for watching. I'm going to do more updates. I want to do with the Trickster, and I also want to do a Summoner sometime in the near future. My schedule is pretty, it's pretty full right now, but I am trying to find time to do at least these particular 2 builds, and after that I don't know what I'm going to do. I thank you for watching again, and I hope you enjoyed it. I shall see you all next time.